Welcome back for another book talk video. Today I'm continuing my discussion of the Lonesome Dove Saga. We're looking at book 4 in the series, Comanche Moon. This book is a prequel sequel because really Larry McMurtry published the books to where Lonesome Dove came out first, then the sequel Streets of Laredo. Then he went back in time for the prequel Dead Man's Walk, and this is the sequel to Dead Man's Walk. So in Dead Man's Walk we got to see the origin story of Gus and Call as they joined the Texas Rangers and went through a horrible Dead Man's Walk with their mission. They somehow survived, which you knew would happen because they're the two main characters, and you know they're going to end up in Lonesome Dove. Here in this story of Comanche Moon, they are still dealing with Buffalo Hump. This is where we really get the details revealed of that historical massacre of the Comanche leaders when they came together to form the peace treaty. It's absolutely horrible what happened to them. Obviously, there are Comanches who are upset like Buffalo Hump. There are more villains as well in the story. Gus and Call are in kind of the middle-aged years. They've been Texas Rangers for a while. And in this story, you also get the younger versions of a lot of their buddies who end up in Lonesome Dove, which again, as a prequel syndrome, kind of kills some of the suspense because you know some of those characters are going to survive. But at the same time, it's really a lot of fun. If you love the Lonesome Dove Saga, you're a big fan of Lonesome Dove. If you read them in publication order like I did, then it's fun to see them in their younger years, to see everything that they're going through and how they behave, and how that might have changed a little bit for when they become older. But if you're reading them in just the timeline order now and not the publication order, then I suppose the prequel syndrome wouldn't be a problem because you wouldn't know which characters besides Gus and Call that are going to end up in the next book still alive. And Larry McMurtry does like to kill characters. If you've read Dead Man's Walk, my goodness, what a slaughter that was. This story's a lot of fun also, with a lot in there with Gus romancing the love of his life. And you also get Call with the woman that he has trouble admitting his feelings for, and that he has trouble settling down with. So there is a bit of that fun romance that's also built into this cowboy odyssey adventure story. There's so much here to recommend and talk about, really. As I said with the previous book as well, all 4 of the books in this saga, they made a TV miniseries. This one, though, was made after the others. For whatever reason, they put off making this one until 2008. But it's a great production. It's a lot of fun to see the actors in the roles. Val Kilmer is in this one. In fact, when I looked up the trivia on the IMDb website, I was surprised to find apparently Val Kilmer let them film on his ranch. They did a lot of filming there. Though this would be a good time to point out that when they show Austin, Texas in the miniseries, they depict it, I guess from Val Kilmer's New Mexico ranch or something, as a very dry, desolate environment. Really, Austin, Texas, even back in the 1800s, is part of a very green area, so it would have been more full of plant life and that sort of thing. Mild, geographical, historical inaccuracy, but not a big deal for the TV miniseries. Like I said, the actors were so good and it was so much fun to watch. This time we've got Steve Zahn as Gus, and at first I was afraid Steve Zahn was going to be his goofy self as an actor, and actually he did a really fantastic job of, I felt, channeling Robert Duvall to play this character. Robert Duvall plays Augustus McCrae in Lonesome Dove in the miniseries. Does a spectacular job. And then I was delighted to see Carl Urban as one of my all-time favorite characters in literature, Woodrow Call, because Carl Urban is a fantastic actor. I was glad to see that it really did work for these characters. Wes Studi is playing Buffalo Hump in this one, which is interesting because Wes Studi had played a different character in Lonesome Dove. I really enjoyed reading these books. I hope that you'll enjoy them if you check them out. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.